Hello, my name is Heather and I'm an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to show you how to create a junk journal insert using file folders. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and let's get right to it. So the first thing that you're going to need is 3 file folders, and this is a piece of cardstock that is the same size as my journal, and I'm going to use this for measuring. And all 3 folders are going to be exactly the same size. Okay, so here are my 3 file folders cut down. So we're going to have a file folder on the back and 2 on the sides. Now these 2 that are going to be on the sides, we're going to want to trim those down a little bit more. You know, it's nothing specific, just a little bit more, because you don't want them to go like right to the edge of the file folder. Then you're going to trim down the top part of this file folder just a little bit. And you're going to do the same thing on both of those. Just going to trim that top one down just a little. And you're going to want to keep all of your extras, because we will use this to create pockets, and you can also use this to create ephemera and stuff for other projects. So taking some of the scraps of your file folder, we're going to cut down 4 pockets. And you want them to be just a little bit shorter than what your actual paper size is. Like, you don't want them to go all the way to the middle, because it will be hard to fold, if that makes sense. So you're going to do 2 for each folder. Okay, so the next thing that I'm doing is I have a circle punch, and I'm going to do half circles, and I want them to be in exactly the same place. So my circle punch wouldn't go through 2 file folders like this, so I had to kind of make the indentation and then do each separately. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is get out your vintage photo or your ink color of choice and distress the sides of all of the folders, all the pockets. Okay, so we're going to take the 2 front covers here, and we're going to put them together so that we can punch our hole in exactly the same spot, or our half circle. So of course mine won't go through too. So I'm just making the indentation, and then I'm going to go back and punch it all the way through. You do it like this, then you make sure that they're exactly the same. And then of course make sure you ink that up really good as well. So then you're going to take the back folder, and you are going to do exactly the same thing and punch a half circle there, because these are going to be your back folders, or back pockets. And make sure to cover those with some ink as well. Okay, so the next thing you want to do for the two inside folders, you want to go ahead, if you want to put some background papers on the back, this is the perfect time to do that before you attach your pockets. You don't have to do any decorating. It's totally up to you and what you want to use it for. But I am going to put this pretty butterfly paper down, and I will have the digital kits listed in the description box because I used so many I can't remember them all. I love this, the pretty butterflies, it's so pretty. And I'm just using glue stick to put my papers down because I'm going to be doing some sewing. But you don't have to do sewing, and if you don't, then you want to make sure you use a really strong glue. And I'm also going to cover my pockets. So you don't have to do that either. It's totally optional, but I'm going to use this pretty paper to cover mine, so I'm just gluing them down on the paper and then I'm going to cut them out. I just got these Tim Holtz scissors for Christmas and I love them. They're so great. I got these in another pair. They're so good. It's so nice having a good scissor in your studio, I have to say. And I'm going to do the same exact thing with these two pockets and cover them with the paper. So I'm kind of putting a little mark where I want my first pocket to land, and I'm only gluing on the sides. I'm not going to glue the bottom because I want the tags that I'm going to put in to go all the way to the bottom. So just glue on the sides. And if you're not sewing, you would glue on the bottom on this one. But I'm going to be sewing, so it doesn't really need any glue. Okay, so if you are sewing, the first thing that you want to do is just go to your sewing machine and sew down the right side on the right one and the left side on the left one. And that's all you're going to sew right now. And then after you sew there, we're going to glue them down on the folder. I'll show you. So we're going to glue on 3 sides. The top, the one inside closest to the spine, and then on the bottom. Because we are creating a back pocket. See? And then I took it to my sewing machine and I sewed around the other 3 sides. And you want to make sure that you do that, you sew along the side, the right and the left side of each pocket first, because you don't want to sew your back pockets together. So you glue this down on 3 sides, the top, the side closest to the spine, and the bottom, because we're creating a pocket in the back. And now I'm going to go sew around these 3 sides. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is use my tear ruler and tear this piece of paper up to cover the inside flaps. And this will be great for like journaling and writing notes. And then I'm inking around the sides and just making sure that I have all the edges glued down really well. And then I'm going to tear up this piece of paper and use it for the inside flap. She's so pretty. I love that image. And I'm just using a glue stick to glue these down. Going back and using my round punch to do my half circle. And now I'm going to rip up this piece of paper and use this as my cover. I love this image too of the girl picking apples. So pretty. And then I'm just using a glue stick to glue this down. And voila, we have a really cool folio that you can insert into your journal, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So you're going to need some twine, and so I had already had a signature prepared, and I'm just going to show you how to put this in the middle of a signature. So you punch your 3 holes, and then you put your thread in the middle hole, and then you bring it back up and back into the middle hole, and then through the 3rd hole, and then you tie a good knot. And that's how you sew your signature into your journal. And this is just the insert that I attached to a signature, if that makes sense. And this is the journal I made for myself. So here's my signature, and I put this a file folder junk journal insert in the middle of my signature. How fun is that? So neat. And now I have made up some journaling cards and some tags to put inside my little insert. And this one was a little bit too big. I love that eyelash trim is so pretty. And I love the image of that tree. So, so pretty. And see, you can journal on both sides, write notes or quotes or whatever. And then you have your pockets, which you can fill with ephemera or whatever you choose. I'm just gluing down the edges here, it looks like. And so that's it. Just a really cool little booklet that you can use as an insert. And there's the outside pocket. See, that's cool. And that piece was a little bit too big for that one, so I put it in the back. Yep. So that's a very easy, cool little insert that you can use in your junk journals. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!